I'm just south of Atlanta. Some little town that I forget what, but you know me, I always forget. We're kind of roasting in the heat. It's getting warm at 11 o'clock. And I have a problem. It's a recurring problem. You guys are probably really familiar with it. But Big Girl won't start again. And I'm telling you guys, there's something going on with this truck. Something's draining the battery. When I sit overnight, it's not, I mean, she'll start in the morning, but I went a little longer than overnight. It's 11 o'clock in the morning and the battery's dead, and my jump pack will not start it. It's either that dead or the jump pack's kind of wimpy, so I might have to invest in a more powerful jump pack. But as you can see, I don't really have a lot of space. I don't have a lot of room left to store things, so I might have to look into, I don't know what I'm gonna have to look into, but somebody's on their way to get their car and give me a jump. And this is just crazy. Absolutely crazy. I can't handle an unreliable vehicle. And to me, when she won't start in the morning like this is unreliable. And I don't know how to figure out, what's draining the battery. The only thing because I unplug everything. There wasn't anything powered, but I do have a 4-camera system that kind of operates all the time and is recording all the time, but there's no way to shut it off. So, I mean, maybe that's drawing juice off my battery. I don't know. A pain in the butt. That's all I know. I am a bad dog mom. I picked the heat of the day to change the oil. We are all dying in this heat. But they're almost done. But we're dying. Squirt's really struggling there. Okay, I think we're done.
2,000 years later.
So, yeah, Big Girl won't start again. I'm still here at the Red Roof Inn. And there was a motel guest that jump-started my truck the other day, 2 days ago. And she left a note on my truck saying that if I needed another help, if you need a jump, call me. I'm here. Have a safe trip. I gave you a jump the other day. So I called her. There's a truck running right beside me. I was going to ask the driver, but he's not around, and I need to get rolling. So I was going to deal with my dead battery issue Saturday while I was out and doing all this running around. But the heat of the day, by the time I got done with everything that was on my list before I realized my battery was dead, I'm like, I did not have the energy to mess with the dead battery and deal with the heat. And I thought, I'll just, you know me, I'm the great procrastinator. I put things, so I thought I'll deal with it later. And later's just about here. Anywho. Alrighty guys, update from Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Just stopped in at the vet to talk to him about Squirt because she's not been doing good. And her breathing over the weekend in Atlanta was just non-stop hacking, even when I increased her medication. So Doc wants to try one more thing. There was a medication that she was on that kind of made her loopy. And so he wants to combine that with the new medication that she's on and see if the one medication can calm her down and the other one can open up the airways. But of course the second medication, it's a steroid, and she's putting on weight. She's getting well, we're all getting fatter. But I asked the doc, I said, so what do we do if this doesn't work? And he goes, well, we're kind of going to be at a crossroad. And for anybody who owns pets, you know what that means. So at the point, because she's got a condition that will never get better, it will progressively get worse. And so he said, we'll be at a crossroad at that point. So, yeah, I'm not looking forward to that one at all. Okay, anyway, I'm heading up to Indiana. I'll talk to you guys later after I calm down. Alright everybody, I'm here at Dan's Hitch, Elkhart, Indiana. Dan's Service Center, Elkhart, Indiana. And yesterday, after I left the vet, my day went from bad to worse. And some inconsiderate, disrespectful senior citizen ran into my truck in the parking lot when I was waiting in line to get my prescriptions. And I'll show you what he did. He clipped the back of my truck and bent this bracket and busted it. So I'm here to have them weld that bracket back in place and stabilize it. So he said he'll be able to get to me right away. So just took the girls for a walk and now we're going to chill. Thank goodness it's not as hot as it was last night when I stopped. Howdy everyone from Elkhart, Indiana. Alrighty folks, this is what we have got going on. I am hooked to a 44-foot fifth wheel. When I spotted the load on the board, it was actually marked as A-team, like me. Shipping weight 17,726, GVWR 21,000. Picking up Elkhart, Indiana. Delivering Claiborne, Texas. And that is it for what's on the paperwork, I think. So, I will walk you around the outside and have you take a look at it. I have already submitted my pre-trip pictures and my pre-trip sheet and, oh yeah, and caught my logbook up. And so at this point, we'll walk around the outside. I know, it's hot. I know, it's hot. It's like stupid hot. 101 degrees. In the sun. I don't know if it's really that hot, but in the sun, 101 degrees. But let me walk you around the outside, and then I'll do my exit. This yard that I'm picking up happens to be the first yard that I picked up where I did my very first CDL load. The yard is really thin. This is actually at the factory, at the customer factory, and there's not a lot going on, so times is tough, right? Come on, let's go see the outside. All fixed up. Looks good. I was joking around with the guy. I'm like, oh, you made a clean spot. You know, because the fresh paint. I'm like, now you got to do the whole thing. They didn't. Mind you, they probably would have painted the whole bumper if I wanted them to. I didn't. What, baby? What? Could it be the chicken on the dash that you want? There's my girl, all loopy, all drugged up. But she's not hacking as much. Yeah, you poor thing. All right, everybody. In the 2+ years that I've been working for Horizon, I have never had this happen. And hopefully this doesn't happen to too many people. Check it out. The way station is right behind me, and on my drive-wise, I had just gotten the green to bypass, and so I got into the second to right lane so that I could bypass the scale, and I just happened to look out my passenger side mirror to make sure I was out of the way of semis coming back on the interstate, and I see smoke and tread flying everywhere, and so I just whipped over to the shoulder as quick as I could. That way I'd have enough space, because I knew something was going to have to be dealt with. I am on Interstate 94 in Indiana, mile marker 26, and I have called a tire service center, and they've got me in the books, and I'm just waiting on them to show up.
2,000 years later.
Help has arrived. Alrighty guys, I've made it to safety. I wanted to press on and get through Chicago, but it's too late and I am too tired, and I needed fuel anyway. So I'm just going to chill here at the T8 truck stop and get up in the morning and try it again. So I guess I'll just say goodnight to everybody and see you in the morning. Alright everybody, Claiborne, Texas, delivered. They didn't even open it up and look inside, they just walked around the outside, signed my paperwork, and sent me on my way. Could it be it's 110 degrees? I think it's because it is. Morning from New Boston, Texas. At least I think I'm still in Texas. After I delivered the load, I tried to look on the load board to see if anything was happening, and the load board isn't happening. Can't look at the load board. And this morning, can't look at the load board. So last night, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to start heading back to Indiana. I need to work. I don't want to sit. It's so hot. The grills are hot to the point that my little venti fan, can you see it over there? I've got it turned on for them and blowing on them for a little bit of extra breeze. Yesterday, Chloe was so hot and panting, and I'm like, fine. So I turned the fan and blew it on her. She liked that. My little stinky pinky. I'm gonna run in to the truck stop here and grab breakfast and drinks and water. The girls are out of water in their water bottle. Oh, and they need dog food. And then I'm just going to keep heading toward Indiana. So I'm going to go ahead and end this episode now. and that way I can put it together tonight and get it posted. So thank you guys for watching. And yes, it really is about the perspective. Somebody commented on that when I was like, oh my goodness, it's 108 degrees yesterday when I was dropping the unit, and oh my word, I'm like, guys, I am not well suited for Texas summers. Oh my goodness, I'm a wimp. The girls are wimps. We're temperature controlled units, but it really is about the perspective. The perspective on that was, at least I got unloaded last night, and I was able to utilize the rest of my driving time on my logbook by starting to head back toward Indiana. It wasn't cost effective for me to linger, not considering I can't see the load board anyway, and you know me, I don't like to sit very long, so gotta do something, even if it's wrong. Let's do something. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, it really is about the perspective, and we'll catch you on the next episode.